Maybe you're fatter. We seem to. I don't know what happened. Anyway, alrighty. Hello, everybody. Good morning. We are trying to, wrestle with our seats here today.
Trying to get our own space.
Yeah, argy-bargy going on here.
Oh.
Alrighty, good morning and welcome to Darvanalee Design Studio. And for those that are new here, my name's Nicole Reed. This is Tech Beck. And we have a few things to get through. So, hey Biz, how you going? And we've got Benita and Susan and Shell and Carol. Everybody looks like they're here. Awesome, awesome. So we've got a few things to get through today, and we're going to be discussing the craft show that we went to yesterday. So we've got a video lined up for you, and we're going to get into the nitty-gritties of it as well. Hey Paula, how you going? Hey Mary, hi Rebecca. Thank you everybody for joining us today. We really do appreciate you being here. Hopefully you can hear us okay. Beck's going to give me the thumbs up. Can you hear or not?
Oh no, I can't hear it in the headphones. I had a Beck moment just then. I plugged in.
Alrighty. Okay, so.
Oh, there we go. It's all good now. Turn the volume up and it works.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, we have volume on our end. Alrighty, I can see a lot of people here today. Awesome. That's really good. Alrighty, so we are going to be covering the Finish It Friday. We're going to be looking at what we are both going to be working on again.
Combined effort?
Yeah, we're doing a combined effort. We have a question to put forward to you as well about our combined efforts. So yeah, we also have a giveaway, and we also have a and we're announcing the winner as well from last week's giveaway. Yes, so lot to cover. We're going to get stuck into it. So the first thing was we had our Finish It Friday, which was the mini quilt that Beck pulled out, and it wasn't really a Finish It Friday. It was more like a Start Up Friday.
Start it and finish it.
Yeah, start it and finish it Friday. It sort of turned into. So yeah, excuse me. So it was called Kaleidoscope, and it was either a mini quilt or a cushion. We decided to go with a mini quilt. Excuse me. And this was the pattern that we had to work with. Okay, so and as it turned out, it was foundation paper piecing, and that's mine and Beck's favourite thing to do, so we were pretty happy about that. So yeah, we had that to do. Although we did cut it fine. I realised I missed a little bit of quilting, and I finished it just before we come on with 30 seconds to spare.
Yep, literally.
So yeah, we on Wednesday smashed it out, got most of it done. It took a little bit longer than we expected it to. So that made it a little bit under the pump, and basically we did get it done though. We actually got it all finished, and we have quilted it, we have put the binding on, we have foundation paper pieced it, and on the way to the craft show in the car yesterday, Beck pulled all the paper off on the way home as well. So yeah, it's turned out really well. I'm really happy with it, actually, and I love all the dots as well. And then we were talking about how we were going to bind it. I was going to go with a geometric one, which was this. I was going to go with this binding, but then I found some micro dots, and if we come a little bit closer, you'll be able to see how tiny those little dots are. So yeah, we ended up coming up with this micro dot, and that's what we put on. So yeah, I got the binding on this morning, and yeah, so Beck and I have done this joint one. So after we've done it, we've sort of looked at it and we've gone, so who gets it? So if we were to separate, who would get it? Because we don't have children that'll be fighting over the quilts.
Yes.
we don't have fur babies, we have quilts. So yeah.
And especially this one, as it was a combined effort.
Yeah, it's a combined effort. So who gets it? This is the question that we're putting to everybody today. Who gets the quilt? So at the moment, while we're working together, it's going to go up on the wall so we can both admire it.
Yes.
So yeah, the shadow quilting that I done, I was going to do each individual wedge, and I decided not to do that. So rock, paper, scissors, yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Or we can just we can do up a, instead of a parenting agreement, we can do a quilting agreement. And you guys can be the pull straws is another one. Yeah. Awesome. Shared custody. 50-50, or do we have to work out the shared custody agreement. So so basically with the foundation paper piecing, well, that's easy enough. We just sort of sat there and both did that.
Yeah.
Beck was being very pedantic, and at the end of the day, I'm like, you're just gonna have to let it go, Beck. It's all good.
I wasn't being pedantic. I was being tired.
Oh, you even admitted you were being pedantic.
I did.
So anyway, so I ended up going with the shadow quilting. It was similar to what was on the pattern, but I didn't like how it was done on the pattern. She sort of just ran over the wedges as like the triangle as well. So I ended up just doing the stars, and then I just did around the outside, and I think it's turned out really well because you've got that secondary pattern happening with it as well. So you've got the triangles, which look like a pinwheel, but then you've got that secondary pattern happening with the background, which is the stars. So we're pretty happy with it. I reckon we'll probably end up making another one.
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll have to wait and see whether we do or not. But could you imagine this as a large quilt? Like if you had the larger wedges? So it would look absolutely awesome as a large quilt. Even at this size. Like it'd be a lot of work because these blocks are only, I think they're only 5 inches once they're finished. So, it's just, I reckon it'd look amazing in a, it doesn't tell you the size of the...
No.
Yeah. No, it doesn't tell you the size of the actual block that's in it. So, yeah. But that's our Finish It Friday. So...
And we got it finished.
Yeah, it's Start and Finish It Friday. So we're going a little bit different. So that's it. It's done. It's not in the UFO box. It's all finished, and we can now admire that. So we're going to sit that there. Do you like our backdrop today? We've got, little light box, something a little bit flash. And we've got our beautiful flowers we got the other day. They're pretty. I like them.
Yeah.
That. Alrighty, so that's this week's Finish It Friday done and dusted. And now that looks really good on the
I
computer.
know, it does, yeah. I know, I just had a quick glance. Make sure the words are the right way.
Yeah, no, they are. I'll check that myself. Alrighty, so... So what's everybody else working on this week? Have you finished something? Did you get anything finished, or are you still contemplating on what you're going to finish it? Have you picked anything out today for your Finish It Friday? So we have been looking again, and we are starting to run out of UFOs. The UFOs that we've got there, I do need to get supplies for, so I can't actually finish them in the time frame. So I'm going to be sitting down and going through all those, putting down a shopping list and getting that all sorted. So Paula is trying to get some bags finished, and I'm assuming they're in hoop bags that you're going to be working on again, Paula. So we went a little bit crazy and decided that we are going to do another Start and Finish It Friday. So as some of you probably know, I get the So Sampler boxes, and they've been, let's say, piling up, and so I have projects yet to be started in these ones. So I'm thinking that occasionally we're going to be pulling out some Start and Finish It Fridays, because as I said, I do have to do a bit of shopping to get the other Finish It Fridays finished and out of the UFO box. So
and who doesn't love shopping?
Well, that's
That'll give us a good reason to go on another excursion.
Yeah, fully. A lot of the time we do online shopping, but hey, if we can get out of the house, we're out. We're gone. See you later.
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday, yeah. So we've gone through this. Well, I actually went through this morning through all my So Sampler boxes, because I've just been leaving them, all the kits in the box. I very rarely pull them out. So I just pulled the first one out that I pulled out, and it just happened to be, I can't even remember the name of it because I've now got rid of the box. But we decided that I asked Beck if she wanted to do it, and she said yes. So this is not a small project. It is.
I just noticed that.
35 inches by 48 inches. So it's not huge, but it's not small either. So that is what we're going to be working on. And it come with, as you know, with the Sew Sampler, it comes with everything you need. So I'm not going to have the same backing or binding that they have on this one. I've got similar binding to what they have, so I actually will probably put the green dot that I've got there.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So it came with this little honey bun, okay, and it's got all the red colours in it, and then I've got the border fabric, which it came with it, and it also has the centre of the spools. So I thought, yep, that's the one that we're going to do, and that's what it's going to look like. So that's what we're going to be working on this week to get that done. So if you've got Sew Sampler boxes at home and you very rarely get into them, go and have a look and see if you can't find that one, and you could possibly do it along with us, and you can let us know if you got it finished for next week, and share it over in the Facebook group over and Stitch Talk. So that's what we're going to be working on, which will be, we won't be leaving it till Wednesday this time. We're actually going to start it on Monday. We're having the weekend off this weekend because we've had a huge couple of weeks. We have been out and about and all sorts of stuff. We've had our retreats and whatnot, and we're still sort of recovering from that and getting back into the swing of things. And we've had our Stitches and Craft show yesterday. We absconded from Kingaroy and went and done that. So
that was a big day.
It was a big day. It was a big day. 13 hours all up, I think it was, in the end.
From when we left to when we got home.
Yep. So 6 hours of
No wonder I was tired last night.
Yeah, 6.5 hours of driving and
walking,
and then 5 hours of walking around, roughly. And then you got breaks and stuff in that as well. So yeah, it was a big day. We've seen a lot of different things and whatnot, and we were going to video, like do a vlog like we did for the retreat to show you the different things that were at there and all that sort of stuff, but we weren't allowed to do any photography or filming without everybody's permission, and so a lot of people wouldn't allow us to take photos, and of the store holders wouldn't allow us to take photos. Others did, others did let us take a photo, so like standing a fair way back and take photo of their stall and stuff like that. So we've put together a bit of a different style vlog this time. So we actually stood back and reviewed a couple of the stalls and stuff like that. So we didn't cover things like AccuQuilt. We didn't cover things like the embroidery machines or the scan and cut type things. We didn't cover anything like that. We've more focused on the indie designers that were there. So people that have small shops or online presence or are on Instagram, stuff like that. We met some lovely people that were willing to have a chat to us and all the rest of it. So we're going to put that together over the next couple of days. It'll probably take a week to put together because it is actually going to have our voiceover as well. So I've got to edit that. And King of Toe Crew's in the house. Yo. So we're going to put that together. So it's a little bit different than what we normally would do. So it's not video as such. We'll have some stills from their websites. We'll have stills of the photos that we have taken. We'll put links and everything underneath so you can go and have a look at their website and find them on Instagram or Facebook or anywhere that they have an online presence. And we'll just have a little bit of a voiceover. It's sort of like a vlog slash podcast. Yeah, so that's sort of what it's going to be. It's going to take us a little while to put it together because I haven't actually done anything like that before. So it'll be quite interesting to see how it turns out. So
a new experience. A new
morning,
Kath. How are you?
Yeah, it's going to be different. So yeah, same but different. So yeah, that's what we're working on, and we were quite disappointed too. So this is sort of our topic of the week this week as well, lovelies. So we haven't picked anything out to share or anything. We just wanted to talk about sort of the disappointment that we felt that we couldn't film our experience and stuff like that, which is a great shame for them because like, who doesn't want a little bit of free publicity? Like, I know that I don't have a huge channel or anything like that, but there's a lot of people that would see it. People from overseas that would see it as well, and possibly even, gear their holidays around it.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But we were pretty disappointed. Like,
yeah, that was a bit disheartening.
And one gentleman was quite rude.
Yeah.
And we just moved on from his stall. We didn't even want to be at his stall after that. He was quite rude about it. And yeah, we just thought, okay, no worries. And that was the first day. So imagine what it's going to be like when it gets to Sunday, how grumpy he's going to be.
Oh, yes, because we were there on the first day.
Yeah. So it's not really trade secrets or anything like that. They are, it is a Stitches and Crafts show. So basically, there was no real trade secrets. They were there to sell to the public. It is stuff that
it was a public
it was a public event. It wasn't an industry event. Understandable for an industry event. Yep, not a problem. Don't have any issue with that whatsoever. But when you are running a business and you are trying to get your name out there and all the rest of it, I don't really understand why they would not want you to talk to them about their stall and their products and all the rest of it. And the people that we spoke, like we did speak to, the other ones that were super, like some were just, they weren't people, public people. You could, like they weren't into, they didn't have that retail personality, did they really? No.
Whereas some of them were just so inviting and just...
Yeah, like...
You stayed at the store longer.
Yeah, their stalls were amazing. Like there was no question about it. Their stalls were amazing, and we weren't trying to take pictures of their patterns or anything like that. I take notes. I take notes for stuff like that, for patterns that I want to get in, and I grab their cards if I want to see if they do wholesale or stuff like that. So, like when I go down there, that's the sort of thing that I'm looking at. And it was quite disappointing that they were so rude about it, because we weren't, and we were quite upfront with them and said, this is what we're doing. And some people were like, oh, that's great, that's awesome, and were right into it. And others were just like, like the Christmas tree people, the Christmas people. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I went there specifically to this I can't remember the name of their website or anything, because I just left.
Yeah.
Basically, I had the sole purpose, as you know, we've talked about our Christmas in July retreat that we're doing next year, and I went there, and we had talked about it on the way down, that we were going there to suss out the kits that they have, where they have a Christmas tree and they add the lights to it and all that sort of stuff. And I tried to talk to them to get information out of them. One, they weren't forthcoming. Two, they were just really abrupt, weren't they? Like,
yeah, they looked at you like, why are you here?
Yeah.
Almost. That's the impression I got from them.
And like, we were no different than what we normally are. We're just like, happy-go-lucky. Oh,
Nicole,
they're beautiful. Yeah, just chit-chatting and, having a great time by ourselves and all the rest of it, Didn't matter about anybody else. But, and we were trying to talk to them. And one lady was, like, I asked how much the lights on their own were. And she sort of went, oh, they're $15. And I'm like, okay. And then another lady jumped over the top of her and was a little bit more forthcoming with the information and stuff like that. But yeah, they were frowning, and they weren't...
they were just standing there like with their arms crossed.
Yeah,
the first lady.
Yeah, the body language wasn't approachable and stuff like that, which was a real shame, because they had a beautiful stall.
Yeah, it was lovely.
They had bolts of fabric there, Christmas fabric and all that sort of stuff, and it wasn't welcoming. Then, you flick around the corner or go across the way, and the next person's just so over the top and bubbly and so welcoming. And we had a chat with one lady. We were talking about her street and all the rest of it. Gay from Just Patchwork, was it?
Just Patchwork, yep.
Yeah,
Just Gay.
Yeah, she was absolutely lovely, and we'll show you all the stuff that she does. She works with wool felt and everything like that, so that was really awesome to have a chat to her. And we met another lady that was from Chinchilla, and we were so loud at her stall. Oh my goodness.
The three of us together, it was just raucous.
Yeah, people were just looking at us as they were walking past. And but yeah, and we're gonna as I said, we're gonna do a vlog style video for that, and also a voiceover, and have a bit of a discussion and review their different stalls and stuff like that. So can you just type in there, Brendan? Can you call Little School? They're trying to ring me. Yeah, so basically, and give him the number. So basically, yeah, we're going to do that sort of overview and everything like that. For the most part, it was pretty good. It was small. Like, I didn't expect it to be as small as it was. I thought that there'd be a bit more. And there was scrapbooking stuff as well. And I'm not into...
there was a scrapbooking show as well.
Yeah, I'm not really into the scrapbooking side of things. So that was quite interesting, but it wasn't... it was busy in there.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we had to, manoeuvre between people, and we did get bumped a few times. So it was a busy...
Yeah, it was...
busy crowd in there.
Yeah. But there wasn't... Like, there was a macrame class and stuff like that, which obviously I wasn't going to do. There was a few other things that were going on, like what they have, like they had a scrapbooking class. They had what else?
There was a needlepoint.
Yeah, there was a needlepoint class. There was scrapbooking stuff in the paper
one
side.
where they were painting on the totes.
Oh yeah, they were tote painting bags. The painting the bags, like doing what they call that, folk art and stuff like that.
Yep.
So there was some interesting stuff there. We didn't necessarily go for the classes. We sort of just went down to have a bit of a look. We were going to go and do an embroidery class, but it wasn't what we thought it was, so we didn't end up doing that. But yeah, we had a great day. We took our own packed lunch, saved ourselves some money there, so we could...
Oh yeah. Looking at what was on the menu in the cafe, I'm glad you did that up.
Yeah.
That was
it
brilliant.
was quite expensive and that for food and all the rest of it. So we should have that ready to go next week. As I said, I've got to do a little bit to it, and I've got to do a little bit of the editing and stuff like that. We've talked about it, and I've just recorded our voices and stuff like that. So we'll sort all that out and get that up for you, and you can have a bit of a look. There's some beautiful things there. So to answer your question, Benita, we have the Stitches and Crafts show in June, and then in October we have the Quilting Craft show. So there was like embroidery stuff there yesterday for they had like small mini quilts and stuff like that, and it's done by the Brisbane Quilt Guild. So there was a few little bits and pieces there. There wasn't a great deal, and because we couldn't take pictures either of the quilts or anything like that, just trying to protect people that are releasing patterns and stuff like that. So we know that we're not allowed to do that sort of stuff. And it was on, and I knew that because that's on their website. And yeah, so basically there wasn't a great deal of quilts. Most of them were mini quilts.
They were, yeah, that's what I noticed as well, mini quilts.
Yeah, so I'm just about to ask what. I don't know what were you about to ask, Brendan? Yes, there is an admission fee. It was $18 each to get in.
Yep.
I think that's a little bit expensive for what the show was yesterday. I think that was rather expensive. Yeah. But considering it is at the exhibition centre, I can understand why it's that much, because they've got to cover their costs and all the rest of it. So that was fine. Facilities are really good there, and all the rest of it. Parking, don't ask about parking. Parking is a bomb. Luckily for me, it is tax deductible. So there's no free parking there. So basically that makes it pretty hard when there's no free parking. So
so that makes it an expensive trip, like for out of towners.
Sorry, Biz, that was $18 to get in each. So $36 Australian dollars, and parking was $50. So
how much?
50.
Oh, 50. I thought you said
yeah.
I'm with it now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's go.
All right. No worries. Just catching up.
Having a moment.
So that is a lot. It is have your coffee. It is crazy. And then, you've got what, $50. Yeah, that's 50 Australian. So that would be 25, 29 maybe for you guys, for American.
Yeah.
It's not cheap. It's not a cheap exercise. That's why we don't always go down to every craft show, because they also have one here called Craft Alive, and that's like what we went to yesterday. So I don't go to the one that we went to yesterday very often. The reason I wanted to go down was to see one particular person, and we'll be talking more about her on the yeah, Paula, it was super, but you know, like we would have swung past to pick you up, hun. Or we could have met you and we could have all went together. So yeah, we could have done that. The Quilt and Craft show charges 10 for admission,
8 for
parking. As for Tucson was free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here everything costs money.
Yeah.
If you ever want to go, Paula, just yeah, we can split the cost of, you know, chuck in some fuel and we can meet you somewhere. We can meet you at Esk or something like that, and yeah, and then we can go. So yeah, I'm happy to do that. I can fit another 3 people in my car.
Yep.
If I take the car seat out. So yeah, so basically keep an eye out next week for the video, and we can go over anything that we're going to cover. So yeah, so that's pretty much what we did yesterday.
Yeah.
Massive day.
It was the first time we've both been to that particular show.
Yeah, for that one. Yeah. So they did stop it a few years back.
Why?
I don't know why they stopped it. They did stop it. So yeah. When's the Craft Alive one? Which one are you going to, Paula?
Because the Quilt and Craft show is in October as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's Craft Alive in October as well.
Yeah, it does make it a long day, but you know, we entertain ourselves.
Oh yeah, we have a good laugh.
Beck did finish it Friday.
Yep, I have a photo of that, me sitting there in the car.
So Beck did Carnival Flowers weekend. That's in spring, yeah. In September, isn't it? Or is that the public holiday in October? Paula. Anyway, yeah. So Beck did the finish it Friday in the car. And we talked about our up-and-coming live stream tonight, our craft along with Nicole and Beck. So we're doing a craft along tonight. We're doing the applique. So you'll have to excuse us. We're a little bit flat today because we are pretty tired. It was a big day. So we're doing the craft along tonight. It's our first one. And we're going to be working on the applique. This is the project that we're making, and some of you already have this pattern. And the reason that we're doing this is because some people have asked, I think Biz asked as well, how we transfer it on to the background. So we're going to give you the tips and tricks that we gave the ladies and gentlemen up at the retreat, and the way we do it. And yeah, so basically we're going to do some prep work and everything after the live stream today, and we'll show you what we do, how we set it up, how we set our machine. It will probably go over, so we're doing one tonight, and then we'll be doing the finishing of it 2 weeks from tonight. So we're not doing it every night, every Friday night.
Benita, she should be awake by then.
No.
No?
Benita, I think it's 5 o'clock in the morning for you guys.
Just set your alarm, you'll be right. Have your coffee.
Carol and I have talked about this in email.
Oh.
I think Carol was saying that she's going to have a cat nap and then set the alarm and get up because it's 2 a.m. for her. Now, look, I realise that the time difference is going to be a bit of a killer. Okay, now we are doing it on Friday night. Now, it's not a structured class or anything like that. We are just, this is what we do basically on a Friday night.
When we
so
do catch up.
we're going to basically, can you write down that date, please? Craft Alive is 19th to 20. Yeah, anyway, it's down there. Yeah, so it's not going to work for everybody, but after talking with Carol in email, and Beck and I had a scheduling meeting in the car on the way down to the Craft Alive, and we...
Stitches and Craft Show.
Stitches and Craft Show. Oh my God. Okay. Craft Alive is on the September 19th to the 22nd. So that is where we're going to meet up with Paula. Yep. So Paula meet up. Okay. And then the Quilt and Craft Show is at the end of October. And we're going to pick Paula up.
Yes.
Okay. Right. And I'm talking about the stitches and craft that we did yesterday.
And we'll see if Tennille can meet us in there as well.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, on the way down to the show yesterday, Beck and I were talking on what we want to do and where we want to take the channel and how we want to work it. So, because the time frame is not going to work for everybody, we are going to still keep our Friday night, and because we're in Australia, as most of you know, we're going to keep our Friday night craft alongs. We're just probably going to do them once every 2 weeks, because that's generally what we do anyway.
Yeah. Depending on...
in summer we do them a bit more because it's hotter.
Yeah. Whereas winter it's a bit cool.
Yeah, winter it's a little bit chilly out in the veranda, but we've got the heater. So we decided to to do it on the Friday night, which is 7 o'clock, which works out to be for Carol 2 a.m. Some other people it's 6 a.m. Some other people it's 5 a.m. And I think it's 5 a.m. for you, Benita.
What about the people in like the UK?
UK, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to keep the Friday night as it is. And so that will cover people in the UK and Eastern Europe and stuff like that that can join in the fun. It's going to be very casual on the Friday night. And basically, we're just going to show you what we get along. So sometimes it might be diamond painting. Other times it might be, you know, felting. This time we're going to show you some tips and tricks on the applique because we were going to do this on a Friday night anyway. So we just thought we would broadcast it to you and give you the tips and tricks. Now, after our meeting yesterday in the car, we decided that, well, we're still up in the air, but we decided in a couple of weeks, we're looking after the winter break that we have here. So it'll be end of July?
Yeah, beginning of August.
Yeah, I think whenever the holidays finish. So I think it's mid-July they finish. So we're going to look at doing a, yes, get your bottle of wine and you can join in. You can come over if you want, Kath.
Yeah. Come on over.
Come on over.
Join the party.
So we decided that with our tutorials that we do on a Wednesday, so I record every week and then I upload that tutorial. So I was talking to Beck yesterday and I thought that maybe instead of pre-recording those tutorials, I can actually do them live. So that would mean that we would start a little bit earlier, so 8:30, 9 o'clock, which would be in the morning for us, so on a Wednesday morning, so it'll be a Tuesday night for the US. So whatever time it was an hour ago for you guys, which I think was 8 o'clock or something along those lines, or 7 o'clock, that will be around the time that the
my foot's gone to sleep.
That the tutorials would happen. So Wednesday morning for us, about 8:30, 9 o'clock. We've already organised with Savannah. She'll walk the kids to school, so Beck can start a little bit earlier. And little M is at daycare, so everybody is at school, so we'd get no interruptions, and then we can do whatever tutorial that I was going to do, but do it live. So that way everybody in the US also has the live streaming as well, so you can ask me questions. Beck will be there. Yeah, I don't think much work could get done either, Kath, to be honest. So you'll be able to ask questions and stuff like that if we do them live. So it'll be just like every week we would be doing a class for you guys. So tell us what you think in the comments. That's where we're sort of going to head. We're going to give it a run for a couple of months and see how we go.
See how it goes.
It's not going to take any more time because I was going to be filming those anyway. And I'm just doing them live instead. So that would be the difference. So, yeah. Tell us what you think in the comments. You know, it's just something different.
Yeah.
No one's really doing it. So I just thought I'll give that a go and see how it runs, and we can do it for a couple of months. If we get no one that shows up, well then I can just go back to recording and all the rest of it. So the only difference that I have to do is I won't be able to do it in my jammies during the day.
You'll have to actually get dressed.
I'll have to get dressed because I'm open to the public. So yeah, so that's sort of what mainly because I have all these other videos going on at the moment, and I want to get the Friday night one sorted, and then we'll bring in the tutorial ones. So it'll be all different sorts of things. Does the live record anyway, in case you miss it? Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so basically what's happening right now is being recorded. So whenever I do it on YouTube, it's being recorded, and basically it's there for you to see. So for the Friday night one, if you can't make it because it is like 2 o'clock in the morning where you live, or it's 5 a.m. where you live, or for whatever reason you can't make it here in Australia to that time as well, basically what will happen, it'll be recorded, and then on the Saturday morning, usually I lay in bed for a little while and just relax and watch YouTube myself. So I'll be on YouTube and answering any questions that you might have about it. So if you're watching it at a decent hour, put your questions in there. Beck and I will actually get those questions because we will get notifications. And basically we can answer your questions if you miss the live one. But I think it'll work. I think if we have the two, it will work. And we're
hoping it works.
Yeah, we just didn't know what day to do it, and we sort of nutted it down to Wednesday because no kids are here. So there's no interruptions. And a lot of it will be, I'll be just saying, okay, so we're going to sew this and that, and Beck will sew it, and then I can give you the tips and tricks, and by the end of it, we'll have a finished product, because the simple fact is that we'll be going through the cutting, we'll be going through, and it will be just like a class, and that's how I'm going to set it up. So
and then you can just rewatch it on the replay whenever you want.
Yeah, so if you want to make it in real time, you can make it in real time. If you want to watch it in real time, you can watch it in real time and then go back and make it. So that's how, you know, obviously we're going to make mistakes. Obviously some things aren't going to go to plan. We can always just give it a run, and we can just have a global class. How's that sound? Free too, which is even better.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds good.
Yeah. So basically what will happen is I will put up the reminders like I've been doing for the Finish It Friday. They're still going to happen. The Finish It Fridays are still going to happen every Friday morning. So basically what I will do when I schedule those videos, and it might only be every second week that we do it. It might not be every single week because I might have stuff on. So basically what I'll do is I will put what the project is going to be and all the things that you're going to need underneath the video, and that will be where you come, like for Finish It Friday, it'll be all under there. So you'll be able to get all your supplies together if you want to do it in real time. Most of the projects that I've got coming up are Scrap Buster ones or Shopping Your Stash. And we can do a virtual DD's Crafty class. I don't know. I'll name it. I don't know what I'm going to name it. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So tonight, for those that will be joining us, we are working on applique. These are the colours that we're going to be working with. This is Beck's project.
This is my stash.
That's out of her stash. So this is her project. So, but she wants to. You wanted to finish it that way, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's going to finish it like the cockatoo behind us.
I'm going to do one of them eventually as well.
Yeah. So basically, and I'm going to do a koala as well. And I didn't get any batiks yesterday while I was there.
We didn't.
I stood there looking at it and I didn't get them. I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway.
You said, I've got to get some of these.
Yeah, and didn't get them. Oh well, have to go more shopping. So they're the colours that we're using tonight. Okay, and that's the pattern we're going to do. And it's Kiki Koala. And well, I'm actually looking forward to it. He's so cute.
Yeah.
And in this pattern too, if you haven't got this pattern, you get how to do him as a Christmas one as well. So that's him. He actually looks really angry in the Christmas one, doesn't he?
He does.
He looks like he's peeved at the world.
Bar humbug.
Yeah, fully bar humbug. Alrighty, so that's what we're doing tonight. So those that can join us, come along and have some fun. And we're going to have a wine. So Kath, grab your bottle of wine out. Grab whatever you're going to sew. Paula, if you're having a beverage, grab yourself a beverage. And all our Australian viewers, grab yourself a beverage tonight and come back and join us. It's very casual. You may even see us in our pajamas because it's just us quilting along and doing our thing and all the rest of it. Sometimes I do diamond painting. on those nights too.
We've done that.
Yeah.
We've done an all-nighter on that.
Yeah, we have done an all-nighter on that. It's crazy. But so I have the dates for it. So the 7th, which is tonight, we're doing the koala, and on the 21st of this month we're finishing off the koala. So we'll be doing the finishing stuff. And then on the 28th, oh, where is it? On the 28th, we're going to do our felted animals. Your felted animal, where is it? Don't forget you're attached.
Yes.
Yep.
I am attached.
It's on the, yeah. You got it? Yes. So on the it's 6, hey, but it's 6 p.m. somewhere. If you go on Australian time, it's at 7 p.m. So you'll be right. You can have a drink, Biz. It's all good. So on the 28th, we're going to be tackling these little guys. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing for that. So if you go to the 28th video, I've actually already put a link underneath there where you can purchase these from. So you can go and grab yourself one, and you should have it in time. So if you go today and get it, hopefully it'll be here in time, and you can join in the fun of that. So that's on the 28th of June. And for the 7th and the 21st of June is the koala. So we're going to do it slowly over the couple of weeks, and we're just going to do it at our Friday night session. So we normally don't start something new. We try to finish off what we're doing, but Beck doesn't have, well, Beck actually does have a DD's mountain retreat bag, the big one there, that's partially done.
I've started it.
Have you got any, like, how many pockets have you got?
I don't know. It's been a while.
She's got a fair bit to go.
I do.
Yeah.
I plan to have it done by November, before the November retreat.
That's ambitious.
Considering I've had it for over a year now. May was 1 year.
Yeah, May was 1 year. Yeah, the May retreat was 1 year. Alrighty. Well, I wonder how long it's going to actually be. We'll have to wait and see. We'll keep you posted. Watch this space. Alrighty. So next week we have our block of the month is going up. So it is, what are we in? June? Block 6 next week. So that is going up on next Wednesday. There was a bit of a technical issue with the second part to the 4th day of the retreat. I will finish that off. I've worked out what the problem is now, so I'll be able to get that up, and that'll probably go up tomorrow or Sunday. The Facebook group, I need to just have a bit of a discussion about the Facebook group. We have had some people posting yet again. They have been removed from the Facebook group. They posted up a live stream, when was it? Wednesday night while we were sleeping. So I don't know what it was. It wasn't in English. I removed the post and I removed the member. They have been a member for since March 2018. And it was not the first time. It was it was just the final straw with them. It's not the first time that I've asked them to stop doing it. So normally I catch it, but they did it this time while I was asleep, so I didn't catch it. And thank you to those that sent through the messages to let me know that it was there, because sometimes we miss them. But they have been removed, and subsequently their friends have been removed. So yeah, they got put in the naughty corner, that's for sure, right out of the group and blocked. So yeah, so basically painful sometimes, like there's no need for it. But anyway, it's been sorted, and we're still getting lots of members joining and stuff like that. And for the most part, we don't have any issues or anything like that. So
it's the odd one every so often.
Yeah, and it was, I don't know what it was, but it had a lot of people watching it. I didn't even see it. So.
I
didn't even open it. I just got the messages that it was there. Went and looked. It wasn't anything to do with crafting, so I just got rid of it. So again. Yes, we can post up anything that we're working on, but please don't put any live streams from other pages or channels or anything like that. And just play nice, people. That's all I ask. Just play nice.
And no selling.
Yeah, no selling.
It's just about sharing.
Yeah. I know I did put up the patterns that came in the other day, and yes, that was selling, but I had majority of the people that were looking for it are in that group.
Yeah.
But they know where to find it and all the rest of it. So I just basically said that they were back in stock. What else have we got going on? Yeah, well, while we're talking about that, these are back in stock. That's the shop news of this week. That's back in stock. We're looking at some new products, so getting some new products in as well. Some things that I love. I'll wait till I've got them in stock before I talk about them. But we are in the process of getting them. Yeah, very exciting. So, retreat. November retreat. We only have 3 spots left for that.
Yes.
3?
4. 3 or 4. Get in quick. Book
3.
your spot.
Paula goes teaser. Yeah, that's me. It's one of my favourite products, and like it's awesome. That's all I'm going to say. Until I get it in. Okay, so what was I talking about?
November retreat.
Oh, November retreat. Okay. So the November retreat only has 3 spots left. It is 3 spots. And March retreat for 2020 is going on sale
on the 15th.
15th. So next Saturday it is going on sale. So pretty much a week from today. So yeah, we've already started selling tickets to the March one, to the July one, and to the November one of next year.
For next year, 2020.
Okay, so they are starting to move already. The March one, basically, yeah, it goes on sale, and it's a little easier for shipping. What was that? I missed all that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
Okay, anyway. Anyway, the March retreat is going on sale on the 15th.
Oh, is the new product little for easy shipping?
Oh, okay. It'll probably cost $7.95 for your biz to get it to you. It's not. It would actually go through as a parcel because it's not flat, as such. But we do have other products that are coming in that you are going to adore, that are flat and are for easy going to a large envelope. So yeah, the new product, is it little? Yeah, we got that. So yeah. Yeah, so we've got some new products coming in for that are easy to ship over to your biz, that will go with some stuff that you've already got, and they're very cute indeed. You'll absolutely love them. Alrighty, so yeah, so no, it's not that bad really. Like, it depends where it's going to in the world, how
the price of,
and because it goes on weight and stuff like that, it's really hard to guess what it's going to be like. And you go onto the Australian website for the postage, and one of them that I sent to I think I was sending it to the East Coast. I can't remember now. It said that it was going to be $21.95 on the website, and you can, like on the Australia Post website, and you can buy the postage. Had I bought the postage on the website, I would have been charged $21.95. When I got to the post office, it was only $7.95. So, like, that's a big difference.
That's huge.
And there's a lot of people that send stuff overseas and use the website to buy their postage stuff. So I decided a long time ago that I wasn't gonna do that anymore.
No.
And when I got down there, I told them, and they're going, "Oh well, that's just what it is." And I'm like, "Well, no, it's not. That's highway robbery."
Yeah, that's not right.
Another girl I spoke to about, I said, "Is there anyone that I can ring and talk to, because you can't put like requirements into this website." I couldn't put in anything smaller than what their minimum requirements were, so I was going to get charged $21.95. So whether it's they've got it set up that way, so you go into the post office, so convenience fee, yeah, of $15. Awesome, yeah, bring that on. I don't think so. Yeah, so basically I just I weigh it and go down, and sometimes I'll just take the product down, and then I'll get a whole heap of different postcodes that I regularly send to in the US, Canada, Australia, and the UK, and basically just get a price that way. And sometimes I overcharge for shipping, but I always refund the shipping if it's over. So if I charge you, for instance, it was $20.45 on the website for USA, and it was only $12, then I refund you the difference. So, and that's our store policy. We do that all the time. It's a little bit extra work for us, but it's that way I don't get stung for postage, because I can't exactly charge you postage, go and post it, and then come back and send you an invoice for the difference of the postage, because most people won't pay it anyway. So, yeah, that's pretty much how we work the website and all the rest of it. Alrighty, that's pretty much it on the YouTube, on YouTube news and store news. So we're going to try doing some of our, just to recap, we're going to try to do some of our tutorials as a live, and we are doing our Friday night lives, and we've got lots of stuff coming in. That's sort of what yesterday was about too, just going down and seeing what's new in the industry,
yeah,
and stuff like that. So the envelope that I mailed to you with the patterns, patterns cost about $8, and it took 2 weeks, Lordy. Yeah, well, we're a long way. It does.
Yeah.
I've had parcels that can take up to 28 days to get to some parts of the US.
That's why on Etsy and the website you say it can take up to 28 days, because it does sometimes.
Yeah, we've got a lady at the moment that hasn't really given us enough time hasn't given it enough time to get there, and she's quite upset about it. But at the same time, I said, did you read our store policy? She said no. Did you know that we're in Australia? She goes, no, I didn't read it. And I'm like, well, it's there. I actually say it on my Etsy store that I'm in Australia, and yeah. So, but the thing is though, with the USA at the moment, Carol, with us sending to you, it's taking longer because new legislation at your end through the postal service was brought in a couple of months ago. Each individual item has to be weighed. We have to describe what it is. We have to put in every skerrick of detail that we need to get it across your borders, okay? And then if your customs decide that we didn't explain enough on the package, like it's not written on the package, it's on the digital print of it, of the customs slip that's on it. So if when they scan it, all that information comes up. So if it gets to your end, wherever it's come into your country, and they're not happy with the description because they feel something in there and they're not happy with the description, they hold it up in customs. I've had stuff sit in customs over there for 5 weeks. That's exactly right, Biz. If it goes to customs, forget it. I had a parcel, and all it was I put in I put needles instead of sewing needles. Okay?
Oh.
I told the lady at the post office it was sewing needles, but she put needles. So they held it up for 5 weeks. It was sitting in customs.
Gosh.
And because it wasn't, and the only reason we found out that it was sitting in customs is because when it got to the other end, there was some note with it or something that was explaining where it had been. And basically, I don't get the stuff tracked or anything like that, because the tracking is just huge. The amount of dollars that you have to spend for tracking is just absolutely massive, and no one wants to pay that. So everything goes standard shipping. And so we don't know that it's sitting in customs because we don't have a tracking number or anything like that.
Yeah.
We have to wait. And it's the same coming back this way. Sometimes things can get held up in customs. It just depends on the package. And when we get it, we'll get a big sticker over it saying this package has been opened by customs for inspection. I don't know what happens over there, whether that's a sticker or whatever it is. But yeah, so that's also an issue as well. And then there's the issue of sending to the UK. The UK if you've got it, if they have to buy under a certain dollar, or otherwise they've got to pay tax on it at the other end. So if you send them a gift and you're asked like we're asked at our post office how much that gift is. So if I'm sending that mini quilt, I wouldn't actually put the actual dollar value of that mini quilt for someone in the UK because I'm gifting it to them. Now, even though I tick gift, it's still, they get charged with a, I think it's VAT tax,
yes,
the VAT tax. Yeah, so they get charged. Elizabeth Sawyer would be able to explain that a bit better. I don't totally understand it, but I actually sent a parcel of wool to a friend. It was just scrap wool and stuff like that. It wasn't a huge amount, and she got stung with a tax at the other end, even though I had put on it was a gift. So now what I do if I'm sending anything over to any UK people or anything like that, that is a gift, like, because I do swaps and stuff like that, I always just say it's $5 or $10. And I think the most I'll put, like if it's a big bulky package, I'll put $15. It goes to the car, I have to pay, and yeah. See, that's it. Yeah, that's the thing. You do have to pay. If it goes, we don't necessarily if it's been inspected by customs, we don't get charged extra here in Australia. If it's found to be not what was on the package, I believe it gets sent back. I haven't had that problem yet.
No.
I know of people that have bought chalk, like colouring, painting chalks and all the rest of it to use for art, for artistry and stuff like that.
Yep.
The customs have stood there and basically taken a sample from each one of those and drilled little holes into them, so basically broken them up. So there's all different things that can happen. So we have to be very aware of what we're sending and what we're saying that's in the package when it's going to the US. The UK is a little bit more lenient. New Zealand, I don't have any issues or anything with that. That's pretty much just like sending in Australia, really.
Yeah.
It's not really, I don't have issues with New Zealand stuff at all. But yeah, just the US has been like, I went to the post office when this first came in, and I didn't know it had come in. I thought I still had a week to go, and I packed up all my stuff, and then basically, got down there. She was going to open it. I went, excuse me, I'll just take it home, thanks, and open it up myself. So, oh, okay. What's wrong?
Sick.
No?
So with me.
Okay.
Went to Kentucky yesterday. They sent the wrong food out, and we got back in the truck. When I went back in, I said, "It's wrong, mate. Can you remake it?"
Yeah.
Yeah. And now we're both sick. So don't go to Kentucky at Red Bank Plains.
Red Bank Plains, people, don't go to Kentucky there.
No, along the highway there.
Yeah.
I think
That's Red Bank.
Yeah.
Because I complained, I don't know if they've done something.
Yeah.
But I'll be doing a review today because my best mate's sick and I'm not real happy.
Okay.
So,
Little Em's come home from school and she's sick.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I had to go up
she
here
does
waiting
not
for
look
me.
good.
Yeah.
I'm going to set her up on the couch.
Yep.
with her
We're
water.
going to finish up. All right. So we're going to just speed things up. We had a few other things planned, but I've had Little Em come home sick. So basically, the winner of last week's giveaway, which I've put somewhere, we had the Block magazine, and basically the winner of that was, oh, I'm not even on the right page. Alrighty, let me just see. It was Linda Kennedy. She won the Block magazine. So Linda, if you can send me your postal address, I will get that in the mail for you and get that out today, hopefully. If not, I'll get it out on Monday. Shell, your item was sent Wednesday, so I ran a bit late with that. So I sent that on Wednesday, so you should have that, or Tuesday, so you should have that in the next few days. And yeah, that's pretty much all of that. And this week we have
The
giveaway is
giveaway is ta-da!
alrighty.
The kaleidoscope mini
So
quilt.
that was the mini quilt that we made this week. So we're giving away the pattern that we had. We only had one of those in stock, and if anybody else wants one of those, leave us a comment down below and we can get an order in for you. But that's this week's giveaway, and all we want to know this week is...
Oh, do you have a question?
We don't have a question this week.
I have a question.
I don't have a question.
I do.
What's the question?
The question is, which craft events have you been to that you enjoyed the most, or which one do you wish to go to?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
It's all about craft shows this week.
Yep. So now Beck wants to know which craft show you've been to, what was your favourite thing about it, and or what's your most want to go to one that you want to go to. So
If you haven't been to one.
haven't been to QuiltCon, do you want to go to QuiltCon? So yeah, so can you write down that Benita would like a kaleidoscope pattern?
Okay.
Alrighty, so yeah, so that's the giveaway. So one lucky viewer will be winning this. So if you can just leave your answer to the question down the bottom. We're going to sign off now because we have one sick little M, and we will see you tonight. For those that'll be joining us, we'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. for our craft along. What is it called? Craft along. Craft along with Beck and Nicole. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Sorry we've had to cut it short, but, you know, family comes first. Alrighty, we'll talk to you all soon. It's bye from me, and it's goodbye from her, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Tonight. And King of Toe Crew just said bye.
He's in the house.
Alrighty, see you later, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.